What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster, back to our Halloween park. We are way back at the cave because it's got kind of a lot of stuff done up front. So we'll kind of take it a little bit at a time, and then we'll do a larger overview on where we're at with the park. But coming through, you can see I actually redesigned the entrance, and you can probably see a ride peeking through back there that I added in, but I got some rocks on the side kind of to line the path. Probably do a little bit more and maybe some kind of lighting up here. Expanded out the front area, added a little bit more detail in here. I've got a ticket booth in here. I know they seem like they're in jail, but they're just selling tickets, taking tickets, allowing people to come through. Went with kind of the haunted house roofs, and I think it kind of works with the castle walls there. As you go through, I kept the pumpkins on the ground. I like that touch. I've got some spooky skeletons over here, just kind of hanging out, and on the other side we've got a bunch of birds, a bunch of crows, and then as you go through, we do have our new ride in the background. We'll take a closer look at that, but it's our giant pumpkin wheel. But again, we will get to that in due time. I've got a information stand on this side. Opposite that, we've got first aid. But this is kind of the back side of the entrance area. Went ahead and added some rocks and trees, some foliage going around, bringing out the walls over onto the side. I went ahead and over the bridge here decided to kind of carry the same pillars over the bridge there that's going over the water. The back side I've not touched yet. So this whole area is just going to be trees and probably some kind of fencing, I would imagine, just to kind of keep the riffraff from running around in the trees. Dropped a flat ride in. Going to do a cover on that. And we'll go ahead and wander around over here to take a look at the beginnings of our pumpkin wheel as well as our pumpkin patch. There will be a little bit more lighting in here, but we've got a giant pumpkin patch. And up at the back there, we've got our scarecrow, who's just kind of hanging out, waiting for anybody who's trying to steal a pumpkin. But gonna have to work on this, just kind of finish it up. The pumpkin wheel itself, the face is the same on both sides. I do have some lights there angled up so that we can get a better, clear view at the pumpkin wheel. All art shapes, which took me a lot more time and work than I was wanting to. Sliding over here, we've got our food shops. Well, people are apparently going on break. And then went through, added an eating area here, kind of break from the ride. The Haunted Mansion ride is kind of hanging out back there, so we've got a little bit of a break. This is the exit to the haunted house ride. There's another public path that's kind of cuts through there as well. And I'll show you that in a quick second. So we'll wander back up front. So back to the main entrance. Immediately next to the main entrance, we've got a candy shop. There we go. Got stuck there for a second. It was a little bit smaller, but I just didn't like the way it was, how small it was. We added a little annex on the side over here. And again, we've got another eating area, trash cans. So someplace for people to kind of hang out and get a little bit of a munch on. And then we've got the main entrance to our haunted house. So you can walk in. There's a spooky tree that's kind of lit up in here. Might change that color. I feel it's too subtle. So here's just the regular path. Just comes up through here. You can go left to the ride entrance, or you can make a right. And we'll take the right first. So again, just trees. You can get a nice view of the haunted house. A little bit of animatronics over here with the bird and the pumpkin. And then this is the exit for the haunted house ride. Just need a little bit of lighting here. Just unsure exactly what kind of lighting I want there. And then here you've got a good view of the pumpkin wheel. And then if we go over to the ride entrance, we've got Janet here. We've got a little bit of a graveyard area. And just something to look at while you're waiting in line. I was considering doing like a pet cemetery, but it just didn't look right whenever I was working on it. And then we've got kind of our rose garden area. Had to go through and manually make the trellis. I was looking for a smaller version, but it's actually not bad. Got roses and tulips growing in here. And so you just kind of take the path around, waiting in line, and then you go into the haunted house. So that's kind of where we're standing now. Let's go ahead and just pop out to the main area here so we can kind of get a giant overview as to where we're at. So the coaster that we're going to be working on next time is going to be just kind of L shape in here. Well, I don't know about an L, but yeah, it'll probably just go down, loop back, and back over here. Entrance is probably going to be over on this side. We might do some more food and drink over here. A couple bathrooms, probably in this corner, just to kind of round things out. And we'll get the berm finishing off the area going around. So yeah, I got quite a bit done, and it's really starting to come together. It's just kind of filling in the center area. This is going to have a cover on it, finishing the pumpkin patch, and getting the coaster in, and that will be pretty much the park. A little bit of tweaking back over on this side, but yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for the final episode, and we will get the coaster in. We'll take a ride on the coaster probably and do a final walkthrough. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here and checking in to see what all has been done. And as always, hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day.
Oh, yeah.